My name is Chloe, and I lost my mom at a very tender age, leaving me to the hands of my cruel stepmother. The night my life was shattered into pieces was the night I learned that love from family can sometimes feel like poison. Guests filled Father's house, laughing, drinking, celebrating his business success. I stood near the wall, holding my phone, feeling proud of him. Then Stepmother walked forward slowly, like she was about to announce a death sentence. She pointed at me and said I stole money from Father's company. My chest felt tight. Father did not speak. He only looked down. That silence hurt worse than the accusation. Police came that night. Cameras flashed. I heard guests whisper my name like it was something dirty. That was the night I stopped feeling like a child and started feeling like a survivor. As the police pushed me into the car, I kept looking back at Father's house lights getting smaller. I wanted him to run after me. I wanted him to shout that I was innocent. He did not move. That was the first time I felt hatred growing slowly inside my heart like cold fire. I told myself I would not cry forever. I would survive. I would come back stronger. Please remember to like, subscribe, and comment your thoughts as you watch my story unfold. I was shaking in the back of the police car, praying that truth would find me someday. The trial felt like watching my own funeral. Stepmother spoke with fake sadness, saying she was protecting Father's business. Father sat beside her like a ghost. My stepbrother watched from the back of the courtroom, nervous and sweating. I kept telling the judge I was innocent, but the documents looked real. I could feel my future collapsing like broken glass. The judge sentenced me to 5 years in prison. My mother's grave was the only place I wanted to visit at that moment. I felt completely alone. The prison was colder than I imagined. The nights were the worst. Sometimes I could hear other prisoners crying quietly. One old prisoner, who used to be a teacher, told me something powerful. He said, "Pain is just education in disguise." Those words stayed inside my mind. I started studying law using old books he gave me. I studied like my life depended on it because it did. I wanted to destroy the injustice that destroyed me. I began thinking about Stepmother more than I wanted to admit. Not with love, with quiet hatred. She planned everything carefully. That meant I had to become smarter than her. I remembered Stepbrother acting strange during the trial. His eyes kept avoiding everyone. That memory became my first clue. Revenge was not loud for me. Revenge was slow, intelligent, and quiet. 3 years later, I earned early release. When I walked out of prison, the sunlight hurt my eyes. Freedom felt strange. I had no money, no home, no friends. But I had something stronger, knowledge. I moved into a small apartment and worked part-time while applying to law school. I wanted to become someone who could stand inside courtrooms without fear. Law school was harder than prison sometimes.
People whispered about my past.
Some students avoided me. But I studied harder because of their whispers. I wanted them to remember my name for success, not shame. I graduated with honors. That was my first revenge against their expectations. I joined a powerful legal firm that handled corruption investigations. That was when fate brought me close to Father's company again. When I saw the financial records, my heart started beating very fast. Hidden payments. Strange signatures. Everything felt like dark secrets buried under money. One night, my stepmother sent me a message saying I should stay away from her family. I did not reply. Silence is sometimes stronger than anger. Instead, I kept collecting evidence. I felt like I was hunting truth in darkness. Father called me. His voice was weak and tired. He said he was sorry. I could hear him crying quietly. I felt emotional pain, but I did not forgive immediately. Forgiveness must be earned through truth. My stepmother tried psychological intimidation. She visited my workplace and told me I would always be seen as a criminal. I smiled calmly and told her the truth would destroy lies. That moment was the first time I saw fear in her eyes. Stepbrother's gambling debts were discovered through investigation. He had been stealing money slowly for years. The truth felt heavy and satisfying at the same time. I filed a legal case against the company. Media started calling me the prison lawyer.
Some people supported me.
Some hated me more.
Court day arrived.
I walked into the courtroom slowly. Cameras followed me. Father avoided my eyes. My stepmother looked angry and nervous. I presented evidence slowly and carefully. Bank records, secret transfers, fake signatures. The courtroom became silent. My stepbrother broke down during questioning. He admitted gambling addiction. He admitted using company money. The judge realized I was innocent. My heart felt lighter. Stepmother was charged with conspiracy. She screamed that I was destroying the family. I felt emotional but stayed calm. Father cried and apologized again. I told him I forgave him, but could not return to the past. I started my own legal foundation helping wrongfully accused people. My story became famous. Young people began seeing me as a symbol of justice. The city invited me to help design a justice reform center. The center included a courtroom section named after my legal work. At the opening ceremony, I saw Father watching quietly from far away. I felt emotional but strong. I looked at my name on the courthouse wall and felt peace. I had rebuilt my life without becoming like those who hurt me. Justice had finally found my story. Sometimes the strongest revenge is not destruction, it is building a life so powerful that your enemies can only watch.